Good morning to the world. I'm your host, Vivienne, here on Real Talk this Monday morning, coming to you live from out of Toronto, Canada. Trust that you have been having a good morning so far. Just thanking God for His grace and His mercy towards us, His love and kindness, which is so far better than life in itself. And this morning, I don't know about you, but I'm just giving Him thanks for it. And the fact that I'm alive, yes, it's all more to give Him thanks. He kept watch over us throughout the course of the night and allowed us to see yet this another amazing day, and we are grateful for it. At this time, briefly, I just want to encourage somebody, as I encourage myself. Your setback is about to now be your comeback. Yep, your latter will be greater than your former, and I just want to encourage you to continue to be focused, to continue to be steadfast and unmovable. Don't watch the crowd. Don't watch what people are doing. Everybody is doing something. Some people are busy just doing nothing. Yes, busy and still not going anywhere. And somebody reminded me, yes, it's like a person being on a treadmill. You know, you've been on it for 2 hours, but you're still in the same spot. So don't watch that. Just keep your eyes focused on God, and remember that you have your own race to win, and nobody can stop you from winning it but you. All right, so I just want to encourage you on that. Yeah, your setback is about to be your greatest comeback. Now, all of us as have experienced adversity. We have gone through disappointments and even hardship. My adversity might not be like yours. Disappointments that I've gone through may be different from yours, and your hardship might not be mine. But we've all experienced this. And sometimes we bring these hardships upon ourselves, and sometimes we are also victimized by circumstances that we cannot control and even cannot fully understand. And again, as I said, sometimes we bring stuff on ourselves, and this is where we got to look at ourselves, admit that we've made a mistake, ask God to forgive us, and ask Him to help us, yes, to go forward. It's not everything that we're going to understand. And even when we're victimized, yep, it's not fair. But then what the enemy meant for evil, God can turn it around for His glory. Glory to God. As human beings, we have limited insight, and we can never completely comprehend the will of our Father in heaven. But one thing I want to let us know, as believers in the sovereign God, we must always trust His providence. We must trust Him in this season, in the seasons to come. We must trust the Lord. This is not the time to doubt. This is not the time to be caught in two opinions. It is time to trust God totally. I don't know about you, but have you ever been touched by, a person's tragedy? Something that you did not deserve, and just cannot understand. And for myself, I've been to two tragedy that I think, okay, God, I don't really deserve this. I don't understand why. It's the passing of my mom, and also the passing of my first granddaughter. I think those were I've experienced tragedy, but these two topped it all. And I didn't understand it, and I figured I didn't deserve it. But you know what? Again, God knows everything best. If you've had that, it's time to make peace with life. You understand? If you've gone through a tragedy of divorce or tragedy of abandonment or whatever it is, you understand, that took you off course, that knocked you off your feet, that set you back, you are about to come back. Yep, your setback is now going to be your comeback. Glory to God. It's time, you understand, to make peace with life. It's time to forgive others, and if necessary, to forgive yourselves. And one of the things is, we're easy sometimes, or not so easy, but to forgive others, but then we don't forgive ourselves. So it's time for you to forgive yourselves of the mistakes that you've made. It's time for you to forgive yourselves of the bad choice and the bad decision that you've made. It's time to forgive yourself, to make peace with yourself. It's also time to accept the unchangeable past, to embrace the priceless present, and to have faith in the promise of tomorrow. Glory to God. It's time to trust God completely. And it's time to reclaim the peace, His peace that can and should be yours. Glory to God. So I want to encourage you today, as I encourage myself, that which set you back. You understand? It's time for your comeback, and you are going to be stronger than ever. Yep, you are going to be stronger. You're going to be wiser. That which try to destroy you, yes, you are going to come back from it. You're going to conquer it because you're more than a conqueror. And how are you going to do that? You are just going to trust God. Trust Him completely. Is that all right? Again, I'm your host, Vivienne. Have yourself a wonderful day today. It is Monday. And yep, grace, peace, and mercy be unto each and every one of you. Nothing lacking and nothing broken.